Dear friends, so today we just go through few question and answers in the topic of the pharmacology of 5-hydroxytryptamine. So as you know very well, the 5-hydroxytryptamine, which is otherwise known as serotonin. So few of the very important questions in towards the pharmacology of 5-hydroxytryptamine that we will discuss today. So first question, the 5-hydroxytryptamine is synthesized from which amino acid? The question is, the 5-hydroxytryptamine, that is serotonin, is synthesized from which amino acid? So there are four options: alanine, valine, tryptophan, leucine. So whenever these kind of the questions are comes in your competitive examination, so the 50% of the answers are going to be there from the question itself. So 5-hydroxytryptamine, so automatically the answer is going to be tryptophan, right? So what is the answer? The answer is tryptophan. So how the tryptophan is converted into serotonin? That is, the tryptophan converts into 5-hydroxytryptophan by the enzyme called tryptophan hydrolase. After that, once the tryptophan is converted into 5-hydroxytryptophan, which after that the decarboxylated, and thereby it produces the serotonin. So this is the pure explanation regarding how the tryptophan is converted into serotonin. But actually speaking, the tryptophan is an amino acid which is responsible, or which is then starting for the conversion of serotonin. That is, the serotonin is synthesized from the tryptophan amino acid. Then we go for the second question. The second question is, serotonin is found in. So where it is found? What are the options? So excretory system, digestive system, respiratory system, all the above. So if your questions vandadana, at first what we will think, all the above are correct. So let me go with the option. No, not at all. Just look into the question. So serotonin is found in where exactly? The answer is, it is found in digestive system. That is majorly, mostly it is found in digestive system, but it also present in platelets and central nervous system. Right. So answer is the B, digestive system. The serotonin is mostly found in digestive system. Then the next question, third one. So how many serotonin subtypes are there? So serotonin is 5-HT, 5-hydroxytryptamine. In which how many subtypes are there? There are few options are given: 2, 8, 4, and 7. So what is the exact answer? The exact answer is 7. The serotonin mostly have 7 subtypes. I think some of the textbooks which may support you like 13. So whatever it is, but actually speaking, in this option, the given option, the right answer is 7. That is 5-HT1 to 5-HT7. There are 7 subtypes that are available in serotonin. Then the next question. The 5-HT3 receptor actions are mediated by. Right? The 5-HT3 receptor actions are mediated by G protein coupled receptor, or ligand gated ion channels, or both, or none of the above. So once again, here it is a little twisted one. Once again, what we may think in the sense, shall we go with the both? No, not at all. So you should know about why they had asked so specifically the 5-HT3 receptor. Right. So the answer is ligand gated ion channel. Right. That is, all the subtypes, that is 5-HT1 to 5-HT7 receptors, which the actions are mediated by the G protein coupled receptor. But exactly the 5-HT3 alone, the actions are mediated by the ligand gated ion channel. So the question is, the 5-HT3 actions are mediated by ligand gated ion channel. That is the right answer. Next question, the location of 5-HT1 receptor. So where the 5-HT1 receptors are present? The options are cranial blood vessels, are in the liver, are in heart, are in the lungs. So what would be the right answer? So where exactly the 5-HT1 receptors are located? The exact answer is the cranial blood vessels. So usually speaking, the 5-HT1 receptors are located in both cranial blood vessels and central nervous system. So the option what given us, the cranial blood vessels, then that is the right answer. In the next question, sumatriptan act on which receptor? So the options given for this question is 5-HT1A agonist, 5-HT1B or 1D antagonist, 5-HT1B or 1D agonist, then 5-HT1C agonist. At first, what is sumatriptan? So it is an serotonin analog, right? That is the sumatriptan which is going to act on the serotonin receptor. So which receptor it may goes and bind? So that is an exact question, right? At first, the answer is 5-HT1B or 1D agonist. So sumatriptan, which is activates the 5-HT1B, 1D receptors in the central nervous system, and thereby it relieves from the vascular headaches. It is used in the treatment of vascular headaches. But actually speaking, the sumatriptan, which act as an agonist of 5-HT1B or 1D receptor. The next question is the location of 5-HT2B. The location of 5-HT2B. The options are platelets, choroid, cerebral cortex, and fundus of the stomach. But these are too specific. So we know about there are 7 subtypes of serotonin, 5-HT1 and the 7, but 5-HT2 and in which the B. So the 5-HT2B, where it is located? The answer is fundus of the stomach. So further explanation is the 5-HT2A, which was located in cerebral cortex. 5-HT2B, that is a question, that is it is present in the fundus of the stomach, whereas 5-HT2C, which is present in the choroid. Then the next question is an antihypertensive drug which act on 5-HT2A antagonist. So here you have to find out an antihypertensive drug which act on the 5-HT2A antagonist. So the options are ketanserin, cyproheptadine, methotrexate, atypical antipsychotics. So which one is going to be the right answer? The answer is ketanserin. So the ketanserin, which is act as a 5-HT2A antagonist, and it is used to treat the hypertension. So it is act as an antihypertensive drug. Then the pharmacological use of methotrexate. Whether the methotrexate is used as an antihypertensive drug or anti-allergic or chronic migraine or anti-cancer, which will be the right answer? The pharmacological use of methotrexate. The answer is chronic migraine. So methotrexate, it is act as a 5-HT2A, 2C antagonist, and thereby it is used to treat the chronic migraine. So methotrexate is used to treat chronic migraine. So it is act as a 5-HT2A, 2C antagonist. Then the next question. So 5-HT3 receptors are located in. So where the 5-HT3 receptors are located? The options are CTZ, that is chemoreceptor trigger zone, NTS, that is nucleus tractus solitarius, then parasympathetic nerve terminals in the gastrointestinal tract, or all the above. The answer is the 5-HT3 receptors are located in all the above. That is, it is located in chemoreceptor trigger zone, nucleus tractus solitarius, and parasympathetic nerve terminals in the GIT. Then the next question. Ondansetron is a, so what are the options? 5-HT1 agonist, 5-HT1 antagonist, or 5-HT3 antagonist, or 5-HT2 antagonist. So ondansetron, it is an anti-emetic. So the answer is it is an 5-HT3 antagonist. So 5-HT3 receptors are located in the chemoreceptor trigger zone, nucleus tractus solitarius, and parasympathetic nerve terminals. And here the ondansetron and the granisetron, these drugs which act as an anti-emetic by acting as an 5-HT3 antagonist. So as an example of 5-HT4 agonist. So I think in the last we had discussed regarding the 5-HT3 antagonist. So here the question is an example of 5-HT4 agonist. The options are ondansetron, buspirone, ketanserin, prucalopride. What is the right answer? The right answer is prucalopride. So prucalopride, it is a 5-HT4 agonist. and it is used in the management of chronic constipation. So what is the use of prulicalopride? It is used as an treatment for chronic constipation. In the next question, the receptors has the excitatory potential. So what are the receptors which has the excitatory potential? 5-HT3, 5-HT6, 5-HT5, 5-HT7, or both A and C? So the answer is both A and C. That means the 5-HT5, which decreases the cellular levels of cyclic AMP, thereby it produces the inhibitory potential, whereas the 5-HT6 and 5-HT7, which increases the cellular level of cyclic AMP, thereby it produces the excitatory potential. So here the question is, what are the receptors that comes under the excitatory potential? So that is 5-HT6 and 5-HT7, that is both A and C. So what is the use of that? Is the ergotamine is used in the treatment of which conditions? So options are acute migraine attack, anxiety, cancer, epilepsy. What is the use of ergotamine? The answer was acute migraine attack. The ergotamine, it is an 5-HT1 antagonist or partial agonist. So some places it is act as antagonist and some places it acts as an partial agonist, and it is used in the treatment of acute migraine attack. So buspirone is used to treat so hypertension, anxiety, or diabetes mellitus, or gout. The right answer is the buspirone, which is used to treat anxiety. So usually the buspirone is a 5-HT1A partial agonist, and thereby it acts as an anti-anxiety drug. So buspirone, it is used to treat the anxiety disease. Thank you all.